Hey guys, it's Kaisora and welcome back to an episode wait, that's the wrong intro! Hey guys, it's Kaisora and welcome back to another Redstone tutorial. So what I have for you guys here today is a 5x3 triangular door. So it's small enough, I think. It does use 3 observers, but I mean, if you have sticky pistons, I would assume that you would have observers. I don't think it's that hard to get quartz if you already have a slime farm, so you know. Alright, so anyway, let's look at it in action. So there's the closing, and there's the opening. So it's okay. It's not the greatest triangular door out there, but it'll do. Man, I'm really not good at selling my stuff, am I? I like it. I made it, so it's good enough to me. Alright, let's get on with the tutorial. Alright, so you're going to start off with a 9x3 space, and this is where the redstone is going to go, directly on this layer. So you're just going to have to dig 2 blocks down from the surface. So if this is the surface, then 1, 2. And then this is where you will be putting the lowest redstone on. And then right here, this is where your frame is going to be. So let's just build the door frame. So take the center block and go out 2 to the side to make a 5 block long floor thing. Sorry, I'm not good at describing things apparently. And go up 1 and then just create this triangular shape. And there is your frame. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put in the pistons. So it's a very simple one. You put your 5 sticky pistons on the bottom, obviously facing into the door. And then you have your sticky pistons. These are the ones pushing into the side. So these will come up, these 2 will go in, and then we just need 2 blocks here. So the way we're going to do that is here, this is going to be our storage block. And then we have a double extender up here. And this is going to push everything down, and then make sure we can actually grab this block after everything's done, or after most of the movements are done. Alright, so before we start with the redstone, I would suggest putting in all your walls here. I wouldn't suggest doing the floor yet, because we're going to have to work down here, and obviously you're going to be able to, you need to be able to access this place. So we're not going to put it down on our floor yet. We can do that later. But these 2 blocks need to be solid. You need to be able to put redstone on them. The other blocks can be anything you want, but these 2 blocks must be solid. If they're not, it won't work, because we need to place redstone on it. Alright, so for this door, you're going to need 13 repeaters, 6 torches, and I would just suggest getting multiple stacks of building blocks, and obviously a lot of redstone. I don't think it really matters the exact counts of those materials, because those are obviously the easiest ones to come across. And then you will need 3 observers, and optionally 1 sticky piston, but you could also replace that with a normal piston and a sand block. I'll show you later what I'm talking about. But yeah, so it's kind of it's a semi-expensive door. It's not too bad though. Only 3 observers, and observers are not really that difficult to get, to be honest. If you have access to a lot of sticky pistons already, it shouldn't be too difficult to get. You should be able to go in the nether and find a lot of quartz really fast. So, alright, so let's get started. So the first thing you're gonna do is come down here and break these blocks like this, as I'm showing. These are where the input. This is the input line right here, and then your repeaters are gonna be there. And then so come over here and place blocks like that, so kind of like this little U shape. And then once again break this block, place 2 blocks on either side, And so this is how we're going to be powering all of our bottom sticky pistons. So place 3 repeaters here, put them each on 2 ticks, and then you have 2 1-tick repeaters going into this one. So this will this is just to make it in sync. These repeaters don't have to be on 2 ticks. They can be on whatever is necessary, or whatever they can be whatever you want, honestly. But don't mess with these ones. These ones you can mess with. These ones I wouldn't suggest doing it. I don't know what the results will be because I haven't tested that. So anyway, we're gonna come to this side first, place 1 block here with a redstone dust on it, and then up here, and then a torch on the back, a block on top of that, and then another torch here, a block on top of that, another torch here, and then a redstone dust on top of this torch, and then we're going to put a torch here, and this will power this piston. So this is how the storage will be powered. I just replaced that torch again because of the 1-tick stuff, and then it's just a lot easier to do it now and then replace the block later, and if you don't, it won't work. So just do that. It'll save you some trouble. Then come up here, and this redstone dust is directly on top of the torch, and then it goes into a repeater with 2 ticks, or repeater on 2 ticks, into a block powering this piston. So honestly, I think this is most of the closing. Actually, we need the other side, so let's go over to the other side. It's the same thing. Block with a redstone dust here, goes up, torch on the back, torch up here, and then redstone dust. And yeah. So this is the entire closing. You actually don't need this redstone dust right now, but I'll just leave it there. So this is the entire closing. We can test it out right now. Okay, so that's the closing. So we can open it and you can see what happens. So everything gets retracted except this block. So we need this block to be retracted, obviously. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to come over here, we're going to take a signal from this redstone dust, and then this goes up into a torch, or excuse me, actually a torch goes here. There's no redstone dust on this block. There's a torch here, and then a redstone dust here, a 4-tick repeater here. And this is where you can either have a sticky piston with a normal block on top of it, or if you are low on supplies, or if you just want to save supplies, like I would suggest putting a normal piston in a sand block here. It'll have the same effect. And then put 2 pieces of redstone dust here, and that leads into a 2-tick repeater, and then another block with a 2-tick repeater on it. So you have this repeater chain. And then here, we'll deal with this observer first. So put 1 observer there, and then 1 observer here, facing out, so that the repeaters are going into the back. And then this observer will take an update from this one, and then just put 2 blocks on top of each, and then connect those, and then bring your blocks around here like this, down, and then up. So 2 dots of redstone there, or 2 lines, 1-tick repeater here, and a 2-tick repeater there. And that's it, really. There isn't really anything else, I don't believe, so let's just cover up our floor, and we'll see if it works. There we go. Okay, so that's it for the tutorial. I'm just gonna explain a little bit of how this works. So if you're not interested in that, you can just leave now. Thank you for watching. But I'm going to explain this part, because this part is the weird part. Everything else is normal, but this part is strange. Or not really strange, but kind of annoying. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and get prepared for that part. Okay, so this is the state without the observers or anything. So here we have our falling edge, and this is where the torch would be, or this is where the powered redstone would be. So this is closed state, and this is open. So obviously, this is what your double extender will look like after it closes. So we'll just go to closed state here. So after everything finishes subtracting, then this one will power on, and then so we take an update from this redstone dust, and so this one is easy, right? So we have a 1 tick, or sorry, I fell. We have a 1 tick going in here. So the first 1 tick will do that. So this block should actually be here. Okay, so the first 1 tick will do this. Okay, so then so if we have another 1 tick, it'll retract everything perfectly. So I just need another pulse, another 1 tick pulse to come through here. So the way we did that is with these 2 observers. And yes, could I have made it cheaper by putting, I don't know, redstone lamp or something else that would update the observer? The answer is no. And I'll show you why. So we'll just extend this by a few blocks. So if we have 2 observers like this, or actually just 1 observer, that's fine. And then if I try to use a redstone lamp, if I try to use a redstone lamp to power, or to create a 1 tick pulse, which is what I'm looking for, this is what happens, because it's a dual edge. Because this turns on, and then this gives a 1 tick, and then this turns off and it gives a 1 tick. So this is the problem with this method. However, if you have 2 observers like this, this will only give 1 pulse, because this one because this it turns off too fast for this to for this observer to create another pulse or something like that. It's a little weird how it works. I don't really know the details of it, but that's what I think is going on. So that's why I used this kind of thing to power to get the second pulse, right? Because it gives a 1 tick pulse, and it gives a 1 tick pulse, which is like what I need. I can't have 2, or else it wouldn't work. So this is the result. Yeah. So it's a. I honestly wish I could have found a better way to power it. But as I suck at redstone, as we all know, this is the best way I could figure out. So if I'm sure there are many other people who are much better at redstone than me that can figure out a better way, but this is the best way that I could find. So here we go. It's mine. So you know, I'm proud of it. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. Anyway, so if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, although I don't know if there will be a next time, I don't know if I'm going to make any more Minecraft tutorials. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know why I would have not been honest, but I've kind of lost interest in Minecraft. I mean, I played it for like good few years, since I was, since like 5 years ago or so. So, I feel like, I guess it makes sense that I would have lost interest in it, but, yeah, I do like Redstone, and I think Minecraft is still a good game, as long as you're playing single player. Anyway, but, eh, I mean, it takes up a lot of time, and I honestly kind of don't have the patience to make these redstone contraptions, even though I do like them, and they are nice, but they do take a lot of time, and I am an impatient person, and I want to play other games and stuff, so I'm not sure if I'm going to create any more Minecraft tutorials. But, I mean, we'll see. I might do it someday, again, if I suddenly get inspiration. But yeah. Anyway, again, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, or I guess until the next Minish Cap video, see you later.